What's up, YouTube fam? Never Torpid fam. Torpid here. Please listen to this. Today I'm going to show you the add-ons that I'm using and how my interface is set up. A lot of people from the Feral Guide and the Guardian Guide, which thank you guys so much for watching that, have asked about my add-ons and UI, and I want to deliver to the people that are supporting my YouTube. The reason a good interface and the proper add-ons is important is because it's centered around not getting all the information in the world, but getting the proper information without information overload to allow you to play your class. So listen carefully for each one of these. And if you don't believe me, go check out any streamer with thousands of viewers that's playing at the highest rank. Sea-Doo, Peekaboo, Zarya. Their interfaces are clean and they have add-ons to give them the information they need and nothing more. I'm going to show you what they're doing and what I'm doing to find major success. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into it. All right, guys, first things first, we need to get the add-ons from somewhere. So go ahead and download Curseforge. I will have the link below so it's safe, but you can simply go to Google and type in Curseforge download. Once you download that, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, the first add-on we're going to talk about is my nameplate add-on. Highly requested from stream, highly requested from the Feral and Guardian Guide, so let's get straight to it. The nameplate add-on I'm using is called Plater. If you're confident in your Plater profile, just skip ahead a little bit and have a look at mine and see if it's for you. But for those that know you want it, download the Plater add-on, Plater nameplates, open up your World of Warcraft, and then down below in the comments, the top pinned comment, I'll have it there for you. You'll be able to click the link to copy my import string. Once you copy the import string and you have Plater downloaded, type /Plater in your client, click on your profiles and simply import the profile. Name it Torpid Rocks and hit OK. Now that you have the Plater nameplates, this is what it's going to look like. So read off the rip. We have very clean combo points for Rogue or Feral. We have a beautiful name, the class color, and we have what the class is on top of the color, which looks really cool in battle. You're going to notice when I open with a stun, the rake duration is going to go into the circle here, and then it's going to put my bleeds above his head. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to give you guys an example. My bleed, rake is above his head, the stun on the left, the combo point generated, and then the mortal strike here. And then what these nameplates do to take it a step further, the reason I love them in Arena and RBGs is because you can see their offensives and defensives. So Erratic, if you can go ahead and press one of your offensive or defensive abilities for us. So you can see Erratic's popped his Recklessness, one of the Warriors, probably Warrior's best offensive ability. I can see it clearly above, and our bleeds fit perfectly snug underneath, letting me know he's on the offensive. Now that he's taking some damage, right, you can pop your defensive spell. Now we know his defensive spell's up, and with Warriors, what do you want to do? You want to CC them on this so they can't hit you to heal. So with these nameplates, I find a lot of success. They look beautiful in PvP. If you want to give them a try, it's as simple as downloading the Plater nameplate, importing my string, and getting out there and trying them. All right, Never Torpid fam, YouTube fam. Next up is flyplates. You've likely never heard of flyplates. What it does, if you don't want to use my nameplates that have it built in, this is partially what I just showed you. You're going to be able to see the offensive and defensive cooldowns of the enemy, which is extremely important. You will see this in a lot of rank 1 streams. They track their defensives and their offensives. Let me show you what it looks like. I've switched my UI to the Blizzard default, but your nameplates, Blizzard default, whatever you're using, flyPlateBuffs is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and press play here. And what you're going to see is when Erratic uses his Incarnation and when Erratic uses his Bark Skin, so his offensive and his defensive spell, both of those are going to appear. And it's super important, I've been talking about this, that it appears clearly and that it appears perfectly in the amount that you need it. So not every ability, but 2 major ones. You really don't want to send your damage if they have a 50% wall up. And if a Warlock has popped Dark Soul and he's spamming his Rapture and he's rotting your team, or he's looking to redot, you know to hide or to react properly to those cooldowns. So go ahead, take your game up another level, and give flyPlateBuffs a try today. Weak auras. You are going to hear this word a lot. Unfortunately, weak auras is a little bit finicky right now, and because the game is brand new, a lot of content creators are currently working on their different weak auras, including myself. I'm trying to find the best things for Feral, for Boomkin, and then what I will probably do is share the weak auras that people create for PvP and PvE with you guys, and make sure I shout those content creators who come up with those because they're putting a lot of work in. But go ahead and download weak auras, update it 136 million, because weak auras is something that we're all going to be using. It's really a centerpiece of PvE and PvP and adds a ton of value to your game. You're going to see lots of things popping up on all sorts of streams, all sorts of YouTube videos, and those are weak auras. So to give you an example, the Feral weak aura that a lot of you asked for, I'm going to have it posted in the top comment below. And what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to import it. It's going to look like this. And then what's going to happen is when you get 5 combo points on Feral, and for anyone who doesn't know what a weak aura is, and I rip, instead of the regrowth being down here at the bottom left, the weak aura puts a reap beside my character so that I'm able to keep that top of mind and build into my rotation and build into my muscle memory. Oh yeah, I can regrowth myself or a teammate instantly. So again, you're just going to come up here and load it and post it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And for everybody else, I'm going to be getting you the weak auras as soon as possible and making a separate video about it because it's so complex and it's so valuable. Let's head on. Alright guys, some of the biggest troubles you'll have in Arena and RBGs is not focusing on a DR, on a diminished return. So when you stun somebody for the first time, they go on DR, so you can't stun them all game. But how long is that DR? Because if you stun them at the wrong time, it'll be a shorter stun and reset the DR. So with Diminish DR Tracker, you're going to be able to track how long they're stunned for. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to open up my video here and show you perfectly how I have it set up. I'm going to go ahead and rake stun erratic. So I'm going to open with the stun as Feral Druids do, as the majority of classes do, the rogues, everything. When I stun erratic, on the left here is now erratic's DR. And it's highlighted green because it's the first stun that's been on him. If he gets re-stunned, it will go yellow and reset the DR. Having this here lets me make sure that when this is ticking down at 6 seconds and maybe my Stormbolt or my Hodge or my stun's coming back up, I don't repress it too early and reset the DR and mess it up. So it looks perfect on the left side. And then I also add DR trackers to myself so that I know when I'm safe. You can see that the Cyclone is going to extend to the left. So you know the Cyclone DR, you know the Stun DR, and this will work with your teammates as well. I find it perfect for me to keep my eyes on the prize, right? To have the right information here, but not an overload of information. Our bleeds, our CC, our DRs, and their offensive and defensives above on top of their life, all centered in. This is going to be a great starting point. And you're going to see here, if I fast forward just a little bit into the video, that when erratic stuns me, I now have a DR tracker besides my health bar. So now you know, especially during the Rogue Mage Priest opens, when you're off stun DR and in the most trouble. They can re-stun you, but it'll be shorter. But their full stun, the Rogue full 6-second kitty, is now in 21 seconds. So mentally, I'm able to go in cat form with confidence. And as it starts ticking down to 3-2, I'm telling my team they're going to get ready for another Kid Me on the. They're going to go for another stun. I'm telling you that the DR tracking is a huge part of rank 1 gameplay. I love having it on my screen. I think it'll take your game up another level, and you should all be giving it a try. So once you have your weak auras figured out, your diminished returns figured out, your interface and nameplates figured out, you're going to be headed into the arena. For the arena, a lot of people have been using the Gladius add-on. You might have heard about it. But it's, again, finicky right now and not working. I've tested sArena. It's something that Zaryu has a profile on, and it's working very cleanly. I'm going to give you guys an example of it right now. So get this sArena updated retail and TBC. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up a video of an arena that I just did to give you guys a better example. So this is sArena. It's going to show you what you're up against in the pre-game lobby before the arena starts. And when we dive into things here, it is a lot of the add-ons I showed you into one built for the arena. The biggest thing is when you right-click, what it's going to do, when you right-click here, you'll set your focus, allowing you guys to set focus kicks. If you don't know what that means, a lot of people have macros set up to set focus, meaning after they've set a focus, if they have a ranged ability, just as an example, if they have a ranged kick and they're standing here and the healer starts casting, they don't have to click on the healer and cast a spell. They can just press their macro and it's going to kick him automatically while staying targeted on the DH. So the Arena add-on is super effective. I don't think there's any Arena player you're going to watch in today's games that doesn't have the Arena. And sArena is looking very clean and very effective. So you can see I'm tracking the DR on him, but the sArena is also tracking his DR here, his trinket here, and their racial abilities, on top of telling you the class and the ability of mana. So this sArena it's the closest thing to mandatory for a high level arena, and once you get a feel for it, it's going to be a game changer and you're going to see everybody using it. I'm going to go ahead and show you my profile for sArena and how I got mine set up. So if you go to your add-ons and go to your sArena, what I was mentioning, Zaryu, I don't know the backstory. I don't know if he's part of the company. I don't know if how we got onto this or if they just put this here. But Zaryu, what I'm guessing, used to use the Gladius layout and still likes it. So Zaryu, a big beauty, went ahead and got us exactly the layout I just showed you. Our beautiful rectangles with all the information we need. So the first thing is change your layout to Zaryu and then go ahead and move it around as much as you want. You can see these things, move it around your screen, extremely easy. Space everything out, but download sArena today if you're playing Arena and notice the difference, guys. Ever wonder what abilities your teammates have or don't have? Ever wonder what Tons' Shaman Wall or Trinket, what are their CDs at? Find out how you can do this right now. Alright guys, the next add-on I want to talk to you guys that's super important for Arena and RBGs is Ability Team Tracker. Again, through Curseforge, go ahead and type Ability at the top, hit enter, and you'll see on my screen the one that I downloaded. Once downloaded, you're going to make sure it's loaded and log into the game. Ability Team Tracker is what's putting the Trinket and the Incarn over top of my teammates and my raid frames here. So if you open up your Ability Team Tracker in your add-ons, what you're going to do is attach it to your raid frames with the auto attach UI. And then you're going to drag the scale or the offset Y and X to center it, or really put it wherever you want. I like to see Erratic's name. I like to see the mark, and I like it in the center. I don't know if it's my ADD, but it looks really clean. And what's going to happen here is, Erratic, if you go ahead and press your trinket right now, you see Erratic pops his trinket and it goes on cooldown. And then Erratic, if you can press your Incarn, now he pops his Incarn, and not only does it show the cooldowns, but it's also going to show how long it's active for. So you know his Incarn is rolling. This is really powerful stuff, guys. When you know your teammates trinket, you know when you need to save their life, you know when they're in trouble. When you know their offensive cooldowns, or, for example, we can go ahead and add a defensive cooldown. So if I go options to add-ons, then what I'm going to do, just for cleanliness, I'm going to go ahead and go the class Druid, specialization balance, and then I'm going to go ahead and take off the Incarn, and I'm going to add Barkskin. That easy. Close the tab. Now you see the Barkskin. So now if Erratic presses Barkskin for us, again, now you can not only see that Barkskin went off, but you can see that it's rolling on him. Super powerful stuff. And to get the trinket, guys, it's as easy as changing the category from all the abilities down to the trinkets and selecting the Sinful Gladiators. And you'll see that it also works on yourself. I'll go ahead and trinket and wall, and you can see that the duration of the wall is there. So why is this important? In RBGs, you're defending a lot of bases, and in RBGs, not everybody's willing to talk to each other. So knowing your teammate who's defending the base has trinket and won't need your help right away is super important. Why is this important in Arena? Knowing your guy is going to be stuck in the next kidney, or knowing your healer has no trinket to save you if he gets EC'd is super important. This is completely customizable. You can add and remove spells at ease like you saw, and I think that it makes a huge impact. But remember, guys, it's about having the right information, not a lot of information. So talk to your teammates in Arena or in RBGs, get the proper defensives to track the proper offensives, and get that trinket enabled, and enjoy this add-on, guys. All right, guys. I can't stop saying all right, guys, all right, guys, all right, guys, all right, guys. All right, all right, all right. We now are going to talk about Battleground Enemies, the add-on that is mandatory. You cannot RBG without Battleground Enemies. What is Battleground Enemies? It's right here. Look how clean it looks. This allows you to click on the enemy team in an RBG to track their location. So every individual map has different gameplay, but every single map requires clicking on the enemies to calculate where their position is so that you can make the appropriate play. It's also going to track their trinkets, so you know when you can hit their bases. It's going to show their health, and when they're in the graveyard, their team composition before the game, so you can strategize, right? This add-on is completely make or break. You see that there's 3 nodes on Seething Shore. By clicking this add-on extremely fast and having the proper nameplates, I'm able to see where their entire team is. I don't know why this add-on isn't already built in by Blizzard, because it's absolutely mandatory, and it's the add-on that makes rated Battlegrounds what they are today. So really quickly, Paladin over here, Prot Warriors with the Paladin, 1 Guardian Druid here at this node, Guardian Druid up there at that node, the Ret Paladin's here. It looks like the Windwalker has already died, the Hunter's about to go down, the Rogue is coming from the sky. I cannot stress enough, you can see that their Racial and their War Stomp is here, and it also tracks their DRs. You cannot play without Battleground Enemies. It is everything in today's rated Battlegrounds. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of where to download it and how to get it set up. And if you come to my stream at twitch.tv/Torpid, I use Battlegrounds extremely well, and you'll get to see it firsthand as soon as competitive's out next week. All right, this is our last. All right, guys. Battleground Enemies, one word on Curseforge. Get it downloaded. Again, you cannot play rated Battlegrounds without it. /BGE to open it up. Make sure your enemies are enabled. When you load into the BG, you're going to see it. Open this up, simply move it around, and you're locked and loaded and ready to go. Guys, I cannot stress enough that if you need any help, if you have any other video ideas, if you want more elaboration on any druid spec, any other class, if you want more information on add-ons, the weak auras, I promise you guys we will go into more depth on those. Anything, come by the stream at twitch.tv/Torpid or put it in the comments below. In short, I stream full-time to help people. World of Warcraft and Twitch allow me to reach an audience and help that audience, to encourage them, to inspire them, to give them good energy. So liking this video or commenting on this video, coming by the stream, all those things really help change my life so that I can help change others. So thank you guys for being here. Again, Torpid, leader of the Never Torpid fam, never lazy, never lethargic, wanting it for ourselves and others in the game and out of the game. And if you want to keep it never Torpid, you gotta want it, baby. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll be back with another video tomorrow.